Hi guys, I'm Nina.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Jeremy.
And we are Bloody Essentials. Just a quick thank you to all of our listeners for supporting the show. Thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to us.
You guys are the best.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
Shout out to our Patreon members, Rick and Swift. Guys, we love you so much. It's so much fun talking to you guys on a daily basis about horror, about everything not horror, and, whatever's left, I guess, after that. But thank you guys so much.
Basically just talking to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
How is your day? Yeah, that kind of thing. So thank you guys so much for supporting the show. We're looking forward to hanging out very soon.
Most
Definitely.
Yeah. And speaking of hanging out, we have some upcoming appearances. We will be at Flashback Weekend Chicago, August 1st through the 3rd. That'll be all of us. So you definitely don't want to miss that. It's going to be a great time. Good celebrity guests, good vendors, good food, good alcohol.
That's right. You get to see the 5 of us.
Woohoo.
There's 4.
No, there's not.
Oh, there's
Don't
Do we forget about Stitch?
4.5.
You bitch.
4.5. All right. Viewer discretion's advised because we are in a mood.
We are in a mood. I almost said it.
No viewer discretion is advised. Take us as we are.
That's right. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really excited. I think we chose a good episode to let loose our cussing flag because we're talking scary movie tonight.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, we are. It's going to be a good time.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Ethan, I know that you were around when this movie hit theaters. Did you see it in theaters?
Yes, I see it in theaters. So
I knew
He was around when the actors were in diapers.
You
Oh,
were.
Oh.
some of them, yes.
You were. Good times. Did you enjoy it then?
I did. I enjoyed it then as much as I did now. So,
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you guys? Do you guys see it in theaters, on cable, rented? What was it?
I have a good story about it, guys.
We like
I was
stories.
in Mississippi visiting my family. I was younger then. And
Really?
yes. And my Nana took us to the Blockbuster to rent a movie. I was the oldest child of the group. It was like me, my brother, and my cousin. And I wanted to watch Scary Movie. It was R-rated, but I told my Nana that it'd be fine and it wasn't a big deal. So we watched it, and my Nana came in on the glory hole scene.
Oh, God.
Let's just say I got into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah,
I
you
love-
lied to Nana.
I love how old were you, Jamie?
I don't know. I was probably like a preteen or something like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So it's fine. You already knew about glory holes by then, right?
I think I figured it out. I might not have had a formal introduction of any kind to glory holes by this point, but I understood the concept.
Right.
Okay. Well, by
I feel like
after
you
watching
knew about
this,
the shocking panties, though. You knew about the shocking panties, though. For sure.
Definitely.
Sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
But did
What,
you know that
preteen,
Gail
what preteen
swallows?
does not?
Did you know what?
Gail swallows.
Gail follows.
Oh, she totally does. Oh God.
Even
Jeremy-
when Doofy forgets, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeremy, what about you? When was the first time you saw the movie?
I did not see it in theaters like Ethan.
Mhm.
I think I seen it on TV, which I had to see it later because all the good stuff was cut out.
Of course.
Kind of
Yeah.
like The Exorcist.
Yeah. I think I rented it because I wasn't old enough at the time when it came out to see it in theaters.
Mhm.
And I definitely wasn't able to rent it from the Blockbuster.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to get my grandma to do that for me.
I
got
didn't.
something for the 3 of you. Hold on.
Oh.
That was for
my.
all of you. I mean, I love all of you, but that was for you. So
Yes, it's a token of your love and
it
appreciation.
is. I was
Yes.
saying you're number 1.
That's right.
Is that the piggy that went to market?
It did.
But I remember really enjoying all the scary movies. I think, like a lot of people, the second one used to be my favorite, but now it's definitely the first one.
The second one is still my favorite. I love it.
I still love the first one, man.
First one's my favorite, but
Oh,
the second
the
one is
first one is-
solid.
Yeah.
The first one is amazing, but the second one tops it a little bit for me.
And I saw the first one before I ever saw Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I think I have a more of an appreciation for Scream and Scary Movie now. I wish I could say the same for the other thing, but fuck that shit.
I was just gonna say, what about the other thing?
Fuck
We will
that
agree
shit.
to disagree on that one.
That's right.
That's fine.
That's right.
All right.
Me and Jamie are right, but that's okay.
You know.
Agree to disagree. It's okay to
They'll
be in
probably get
denial.
someone stupid in it they'll probably get someone stupid in it like Jennifer Huge Tits.
Jeremy, what is
What?
wrong with you?
Look at no.
How dare you
that is
say such a thing
insulting
about such a
to
lovely
Ethan.
lady?
That's right.
It's in the movie, bro.
I know.
Love it. All right, let's get into plot points, shall we?
Sure, we
All
got nothing
right.
else to do.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Okay. If I missed anything on this, let me know, guys. There's a lot of laughs that got in the way here while I was taking my plot notes. So,
Gotcha.
okay. So we open with an amazing parody of the Scream opening. We got Miss Carmen Electra in Drew Barrymore's kind of position. She's making popcorn when she gets the call.
Pause for
okay?
a sec. Does anybody want to explain to the younger generation who Carmen Electra is? Because she's dead now, I assume.
I think
She
she's
is not
alive.
She's
dead.
not dead.
Shh. She might as well be.
You stop.
She's
it.
alive.
Somebody explain who Carmen Electra is to people, because I don't remember.
She
Well,
was on Baywatch.
Yes.
She's also a
Um,
dancer, a backup dance or background dancer.
Yep.
And she screwed half of Hollywood. There you go.
And now she's an exotic dancer. You're welcome.
I was gonna say she did a lovely series of strippers DVDs. There's about 4 of them. I think I wouldn't know.
Okay.
It's all hearsay.
It's
Right.
all hearsay.
I'm
The
sure there's a
rumor-
sex tape somewhere.
I'm sure.
Yeah. That's who Carmen Electra is, children. All right.
She put those
Yeah.
tapes out herself.
Of course she did. So did Kim Kardashian.
And then she's like, someone leaked it. Someone leaked
Half of the
it.
leaked tapes are put up by themselves, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting how that works.
Right?
Yeah. But anyway, so Carmen Electra is, making some popcorn and she gets the call. You guys want to fill it in here a little bit? We got some funny moments happening. She says, her scary movie is Kazam. And he's like, that's not a scary movie. And she's like, have you seen him act? And it's pretty silly.
Have any of you seen that movie?
Fuck no.
Long time ago.
I
Long
have.
time ago.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah. And I really like the moment where, she's like, my boyfriend will kick your ass and everything. And it's Prince, because if the
Yes.
younger generation doesn't know it, she danced for Prince. And that's a thing.
The guy with the off.
Also, if you don't know who Prince is, just fuck off.
Right?
Yeah.
She danced for Prince and screwed Dennis Rodman. So,
Yes.
and I believe that's who they were. She was alluding to when she said that he's a big black guy who wears makeup, and then they showed Prince, which I thought was funny.
It was.
I
funny.
definitely thought it was Rodman. I
Yeah.
definitely thought it was going to be Rodman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, we got the little chase thing going on. And I really love this whole sequence because it really parodies the dumb decisions that people make in horror movies. So I love the table of weapons, and she goes for the banana.
I love the signs that say safe and then certain death or whatever.
And then, we have this moment where she has a sexy sprinkler run, which is pretty hilarious. And then we have this great moment where he stabs her and her implant comes out.
Yep.
Yes.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh my! His reaction to the implant, he looks at it and is so disgusted. He's like, "Oh my god!"
That's amazing.
And then to top that all off, she gets hit by her dad because you know, he's a little preoccupied.
He's
so
a little
gets hit
tied
by
up,
him.
yeah.
Yeah. And you know, she gets stabbed by our ghost face, and you know, that's the intro to our movie. So next we kind of get into meeting our main characters. We have Sydney, played by the amazing Anna Faris. I freaking love her so much in this movie, just all of the scary movies that she's
I
in.
have an appreciation for her now. I didn't like her then. And I think that was the point. But
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. She just drives me fucking nuts.
Sure.
She used to. She still
Alright.
does occasionally.
Aww.
No.
I don't really know her outside of this too much. I've seen like a couple other things she's done, but I'm not too familiar with her outside of Scary Movie.
She's mainly done comedies. Like she was in House Bunny and shit like that. The same
Okay.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so we got Sydney. She's in her room, and her boyfriend Bobby comes through the window, much like Scream. We meet her crazy drug dealing dad.
I love the dad.
He is
I
awesome.
he's great. I also love how very little of the dialogue was changed for this scene.
Yeah.
It's very
Oh.
just identical to Scream's writing here in this scene.
Yep.
It's
Have
great.
any of you guys seen The Burbs?
Yes.
Oh
of
yeah, I
course.
Yeah.
love the birds.
So he's from The Burbs. So maybe this
Yeah.
is what was happening in his house. in The
There you
Burbs.
go.
You
I
never
never,
know.
yeah, that's true. I love the Burbs, and I knew I recognized him from something, and I just couldn't like place it, and that's it. Okay. I really like the joke about you know, watching Exorcist, and she's like, oh,
I
you
hate
know, I
that.
threw up, and It's pretty silly.
I didn't like it in Scream. I didn't like it here. I think it's so stupid. It makes more sense in a parody movie than it does in the actual Scream. But anyways.
Yeah, and you know, much like Scream, you know, he's trying to get some, and she's not going to give any bump, and she's got this crazy.
Bump bump? This is the X-rated version of Bloody Essentials tonight, Jamie. Please say
She
what
said
you mean.
bump. She said bump. I don't call it bump. She said bump.
It's not going to be referred to as bump forever.
From now on, it's bump.
Bump.
Yes, bump. And so she has this crazy chastity belt thing on too, which is pretty amazing. It shocks him right up. And I love when she does the PG-13 moment and flashes them, but they're like man boobs.
Yeah.
Hairy.
It's like her dad's boobs.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh my god.
Next we kind of meet the rest of the gang. We got Shorty, we got Buffy, we got Brenda. Before I go any further too, I wanted to know, favorite character for you guys? Who is it?
Oh,
This is
My
so
favorite
hard.
character, I love Gail.
Oh,
We haven't
yeah.
gotten to her, but she's my
Okay.
favorite character. I
Gail's
love Gail.
hilarious. Oh my god.
I don't know.
it's probably Shorty.
And I'm torn, I think, between Shorty and Brenda.
Oh, I love Brenda.
Brenda in the
Brenda's a
movie
close
theater. Oh my
second.
god.
Yeah,
Oh my
she is awesome. She is watching Shakespeare in Love. God, I love her.
Of course, that's your favorite. Oh my god, it makes
Why
sense.
wouldn't it be?
She's like, I paid just like all you did.
That's part 2, motherfucker.
And when we get to it, when we get to that part, remind me to tell you about the chicken wings in the movie theater.
Oh god.
So-
Oh boy. I have to say my favorite is probably Buffy or Shorty. I love them both. I like Buffy a lot because she is like the ultimate not so final girl. So she's hilarious to me.
I do love Buffy.
She
Yeah.
bitched till the very end.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she did.
I think all the characters were great, but
They work very well as an ensemble.
yes.
They sure do. Okay, so we're meeting everybody. I do love the moment when Buffy has her like, you know, like sexy outfit underneath her like regular outfit, because who didn't do that, you know, when you were going to school or whatever, your parents drop you off and then, you know, you have the better shirt underneath, right?
Always, every
Yes.
Jeremy,
Right, boys?
did you ever do that?
No.
No.
time. Okay.
What?
No, that I wouldn't expect you to have a sexy outfit underneath your clothes, Jeremy. God.
I start my day in a sexy outfit.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not scared.
Bitch, I'm sexy no matter what I'm wearing. So.
Oh my God, I'm
Oh
dead.
my God.
No,
know.
I used to actually, my parents said I couldn't rollerblade to school, so I showed them and I put it in my backpack. But they were so fucking heavy. I only did that like 3 times. I put them in my backpack and then I would rollerblade to school and then I'd put them back in my backpack and then I'd have to hurry up and switch shoes before I got home. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
That
Like, why
just
the
seems
fuck
like
would
too
you
much
do
work.
that? I really wanted to rollerblade to school. I love rollerblading
Yeah.
at the time.
Who
Yeah, that's
did
right.
Rollerblading was fun.
But there were
I
times where I would
digressed.
like sneak a pair of like heels or something and I'd wear them with my jeans because that was the fashion back
Yes.
in my day.
Yes. I'd wear like a, like a strapless top or something, under like the appropriate shirt. You had to.
You
Okay,
could wear
anyway.
a strapless shirt in school?
Before the dress code shit happened.
Holy shit, you're that old? Jesus.
I'm not.
And I was a rebel in school. I would go in and I would take my tie off. Be
Oh,
like, there
shit.
you go. Take
You
my
little
tie off. I'm not
badass.
uniform now, what, bitch? So
You little badass.
I would wear
Then I
I
got
would
a
wear my
demerit,
trip
so.
pants.
Oh,
I would wear my trip
yes.
pants with all the chains and shit.
Oh my God.
And then they would wrap around the chair when you're sitting, and then you stand up and your fucking chair would go with you.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Things they don't tell you at Hot Topic.
I
Yeah, no
know. You should put a warning on that shit. Okay, anyway, we're meeting our characters. Shit's going down because Carmen Electra's been murdered. We get to meet Gail, who is so awesome in this movie. I love her too. She's there to cover everything. I have to say, like, one of my favorite parts of this whole sequence is when they get Shorty on the camera and they're
Oh
asking.
my God, yes.
Like, what would you say to her, kind of thing? And he's like,
Oh
run,
my
bitch, run.
My favorite line was right before that. How well did you know I knew her well? Until the roofies took a, well, what happened? I put my tongue out of ass and I bounced. I was on the freaking floor.
No, I love the part when it goes to like all the newscasters, and towards the end, the black one, they're like, white people are dead. We're getting the fuck out of
Outta
here.
here.
Yes.
And they take off in the van.
Oh my God. So
And my favorite
So
side
good.
character in this whole movie was Gail's cameraman.
Oh, he's
Oh,
funny.
Kenny?
I love him.
unsung hero.
Yes. I
Yes.
love him.
Gail is only in this movie to bitch at Kenny and yell at
Yes.
Kenny.
Who
Absolutely.
touched me? It was me, Gail. I just touched the top of your breast. It was an accident.
He's like, it was soft and tender.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Awesome.
That's good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We also meet, Ray and Greg, the boyfriends. Ray's hilarious. We get a
Ray
little
is
introduction
amazing.
into him with this whole thing.
We sure
Love
do.
him. So they're doing like the whole Scream fountain scene, talking about everything. And then that's when we learn about their I know what you did last Halloween moment.
Yeah.
I love that they switched it to Halloween. That's fun. I also really love the moment where, they're driving and Ray, Ray suggests putting on Rainy Men, which is a great moment. And then everybody's fooling around in the back and Ray's getting involved on Greg's butt, which is pretty fun. And they hit a dude.
They hit a boot.
Yeah, I
Hit a
know.
boot.
I love it. She's like, oh my God, we hit a boot. And the best part is the dude is still alive.
Yeah,
But they keep on.
They're like, it's
keep on
fine, guys.
messing
I'm
that up.
fine. I'm fine, guys. Don't worry.
And they're like, we'll dump his body in the lake, and he's in the background like, oh, that's not necessary.
Yeah. And then they hit it. They hit him with the trunk or whatever, and he falls in. Oh my God.
So good. And I love when they're actually like dumping the body too. Everybody robs him. Everybody
Yes.
like takes
Yeah.
something,
Yeah. It's awesome.
which is awesome. I also really like in the sequence when they're talking at the fountain, they have some fun little quotes about, like, oh, what do you think, we're in a horror movie? And they talk about like cast, if they were cast, it'd be people in their like 20s and early 30s, which is fun.
Yep, exactly.
Back to the scene where they hit the guy. Did you notice that he got hit because of the same reason Carmen Electra got hit?
Oh
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
That is exactly. Yeah, there was a little bit of accidental road head going on there.
Accidental indeed.
Okay. So then we're back at the school. Obviously, they're at the fountain and everything, and we have this great moment where Gail seduces Doofy.
Okay, pause for a second. We must appreciate the gloriousness of Officer Doofy.
Yes.
Such a wonderful character.
Okay. He is so great at this role that when I finally did see Scream and all of the subsequent Screams after that, he is always going to be Officer Doofy for me. It doesn't matter. Like as soon as he's on, I was like, oh, here comes Officer Doofy. And then when they killed him, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, they killed Doofy. Damn. Like he's just so great at that role. I wish that they would just like if they somehow brought Dewey back. Oh wait, they fucking are. I hope that he is just dressed as Officer Doofy because that's the only time I want to see that character. Sorry, I like Dave Sheridan in that role.
Yes, he's excellent in that role.
Okay, so Gail seduces our wonderful Doofy because she wants some information. She needs some hot tips on like what's going on. And I love that she's like, you don't look a day over 12.
He doesn't.
Right?
He's so cute. I love him.
I know. Then we have this great scene in class, and Sid is sitting there, and she sees Ghostface outside. Very similar to Halloween.
Yes.
But I love like the teacher in the beginning of this sequence where she like has the baby and then like hands it to the kid in her class.
Go to your dad.
Oh.
And then right after that, she sits down and lights up a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
And I think she even like interrupts the really enthusiastic like academic girl who's giving the presentation. Yeah.
In case
Love
you
it.
weren't aware, this is how teachers actually were back in the day.
Not
far off, at least, for public school.
Yeah. So she's there, she sees Ghostface out there, and then she gets the note, I know what you did last Halloween or whatever, and she has this little like sequence with like the hot dogs, and she's thinking of a different Halloween.
Yeah.
And then she gets the note that's like, no, bitch, the guy you killed.
Oh.
So good. Sid is getting questioned at the school about Drew, and Doofy's being amazing as well in here because he made a poopy. They're all like, what is that smell?
Oh, it's me again. Sorry.
And then they're like,
so
you
good.
need to go back to special ed class, and the officer's like, maybe a change of underwear.
Yeah. Maybe a change of underwear, son. So funny. But they're just kind of talking about like asking her about Drew, Carmen Electra, which is pretty fun.
How well did you
And
know
then
No? How was she in bed? I'm trying. I was like, wow, okay, officer.
This guy, he's so funny. Me too. So next we go over to the locker room. We have Ray having some fun. And then Greg finds the Polaroid that says I know. And it's just his tiny dick.
His penis, his lack thereof, yes.
And so obviously he's pissed. He's like looking around the locker room, very much like Ryan Phillippe in I Know What You Did Last Summer. I actually think the character's last name is Phillippe. I think his name is Greg Phillippe.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Which is pretty fun.
I love it when they do that.
Me too. And they do that with a lot of characters in this movie.
Yeah. I love how Buffy is just Buffy for Sarah Michelle Gellar. That's brilliant.
I know, it's hilarious.
And then
so
in this scene, in this scene, did you notice where he's like, "It's a disability," and then he says, "Would you make fun of a guy in a wheelchair?" Which in the second one they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
So he thinks it was Ray, so he's like showing everybody all the friends and everything, and everybody is just cracking up, including his girlfriend.
Yeah, which is even better.
And we get that great moment where Greg is like, because they're like, she's like, I gotta know too. They know about what we did. And he's like, we can't tell anybody. And he basically like beats her up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Starts body slamming her. That's great.
We go to the teen pageant, and Buffy is Miss Fellatio.
She
Classy.
would
No doubt about her.
be.
Not mad about that.
Nope.
No. And she does a dramatic reading, which is hilarious because Greg is getting stabbed up there by Ghostface, and everyone's like, oh, she's so good. She's a really good actress.
And
And then
again,
when she wins,
nothing
she's
has
like, I want to
changed.
fuck Greg.
Nothing has changed from the original source material. It's the exact same. The only difference is it's drawn out a little more. It's fucking brilliant.
Agreed.
Yeah,
and
pretty
when they're on
masterful
the
how they
balcony,
did
he
that.
says, "I'll be right back."
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll
Yep.
be right back. He's not coming back.
No. I also love like when everybody's throwing flowers at her, and it's like straight up like a vase and like a whole
Yeah.
bouquet. And
It's so good.
I laughed so hard when they cracked her with the vase and she flipped off the stage.
so we go to Sid. She's at her house. She's in the tub. I think she farts. That was
She
funny.
And shaves her tongue.
Yeah, she does shave her tongue. Yes. Gotta, yeah. She gets a call, and it is her boyfriend. Hold on, I lost my place. And then she gets another call, and it is our killer. And then we have this great sequence where he's all like, I could be anywhere in the house. Like, where am I or whatever? And he's literally just like hiding behind the
Right.
couch.
Hiding behind the couch.
I
He's
can
like
see
laughing.
Your feet.
No, you can't.
Well, how about when she goes down the stairs and turns around and the camera hits her in the fucking face?
Oh, I love that part so much. That never gets old.
Oh, it's so funny. And he hides again underneath the rug, which is also pretty fun. And then when the chase continues, I love when she's just like throwing stuff down the stairs, like grandma,
Oh,
the
that was great.
piano.
Grandma.
Bobby climbs in the window, and he's got stuff that makes him look like he is probably Ghostface, just like we have in Scream, pretty much same deal. And we have Doofy there at the door with the Ghostface mask, and he has a great face. Okay, so
And he's
it
scared
goes
that
to,
she's scared.
yes. So back at the police station, Sydney is talking to the sheriff about the situation, and I love when he like hands her the folder, and he's like, "I want you to take a look at these." And they're pictures of him in underwear, like posing, and she's just like, no. And he's like, would you look at this one again?
Still no? Okay.
Still no.
He tried.
He
Right?
gave it a shot. Yeah.
Gotta get a woman's eye,
Yes. And of course, just like in Scream, Gail is hanging out there hoping to catch, them on camera. And I love that, she's like, hey, Sydney, your ass is fat or whatever. And then she hits her.
Yes.
Pretty great.
So good.
Okay. Feel free to
And then
jump
she
in
yells
too,
at
guys.
Kenny. She yells
We
at
have
Kenny.
been.
She's like, turn on the fucking camera before I kick your ass. Kenny's like, I can't get the camera to work with all these buttons, Gail. She's like, you better figure it the fuck out. God, I fucking love her.
Is it this
I know.
part? Is it this part where Buffy she talks to Sid and she's like, "You're gonna stay with us," and she says something to Doofy, and Doofy's like, "You can't talk to me like that. Mom said you have to treat me with respect
When I wear this badge.
when I wear this badge."
And then that's when she says, "Mom also said stop putting your dick in the vacuum cleaner."
Yes. Which,
Oh my
you know,
God.
it's good that you mentioned that because we'll come back to that. It'll come up, you know, and it's so good.
God, this movie is fucking phenomenal, and it's because of Doofy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so you know, then we have this great sequence where Ghostface kills Shorty. Infamous. We got the "was up" moment.
So fucking good.
Oh, like I can't even. Such an iconic moment, such a great scene. We get the killing, you know, bit, which is amazing. The girls are, you know, Buffy and Sid are back at their place, you know, just chit-chatting, and Ghostface calls, and then we have Doofy coming to save the day, and he's
With
in
his
his underwear,
vacuum.
and
He's got his vacuum. He's gonna fuck shit up with his vacuum.
Right. He told him not to bother him when he's cleaning his room.
Yeah,
Right.
he's trying to clean his room. Jesus.
Okay. You know, they make this decision that everyone should come over to Sydney's house because of everything that's going on. And I love how it turns into a huge party where she's like, don't invite too many people. And what does Shorty say? He says, like, white women and something for everyone.
Yeah.
He's like, "White women
Yo,
for
party
everyone."
at Sid's house. Drink white women for everybody.
So good. And then we have this great moment where, you know, Bobby has been released, you know, from jail because he's not the killer, and they have their little talk. And I love that her whole thing is about Spice Girls, you know.
Fuck
pretty
yeah,
great.
Spice Girls.
Fuck the
She was like-
Girls.
She was like, "Ginger was an important Spice Girl."
I don't know shit about Spice Girls. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I'll digress. I know about the Spice Girls a little bit, so I appreciated that. And then
I'm
I love
about
how
the
she.
Spice Girls.
Oh,
Thank
fuck.
you.
I like the Spice
Yes, me too. Spice World. That was a great
Yeah.
movie. Okay.
I actually went to theaters to see that movie.
Oh my goodness, Ethan, did
I'm
you?
jealous.
No, I did not.
I'm glad.
I'm jealous. I wish I would have got to see it in theaters.
It's
Jeremy.
like
I don't care.
Spice
Y'all can
Girls.
talk shit. I don't
Oh,
care.
for fuck's sake.
Team Spice Girls over
Fuck the
here.
Spice
Yeah.
Y'all can talk shit. I don't care.
I'm
Fuck
somewhere
yeah,
in
Spice
between.
Girls.
We're in between y'all. I'm not like fuck the Spice Girls, but I'm not like, oh God, the Spice Girls. So, you know.
Well,
I mean, I'm
this
not.
is
I'm
the
not really
cool
fuck the
side over
Spice-
here.
Oh, shut up.
Spice
He doesn't
those
like Shaun of the
grumpy-
Dead. He doesn't
Look at
like
those
Shaun of the
grumpy
Dead.
fuckers over
That's
there.
because
Those
I
grumpy fuckers.
I know.
Hi, everybody. Just wanted to thank all of you guys for listening and supporting the podcast. If you haven't already, please follow us, like us, leave us a review. Little things like this can really help the podcast out so much. Also, if you want to hear your name mentioned in our episodes at the beginning and receive fun little goodies from the entire Bloody Essentials team, you can join our Patreon. It's 100% like no commitment. All the proceeds go back into the podcast. It helps us upgrade our recording equipment, our editing software, all those good things. And it also helps pay for our travel expenses with our upcoming appearances. So that can add up really fast, but we're looking to hopefully expand to other conventions and, you know, going to other states to see spooky attractions. So funds like that will help significantly. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but before we can actually like start receiving funds through YouTube and things like that, as creators, as horror creators, we need at least 500 followers on YouTube. So if you aren't already following us, but you listen to us and you really like our content, please like us, subscribe. It really helps out so much, and it allows us to keep doing what we're doing. So we love bringing horror to you each week, whether it's content creators, our thoughts on a film. So we really want to keep doing this for as long as possible. And money is unfortunately a big way to stay on top of that. So like I said, all of your support really means a lot, and you get fun little goodies from all of us. You know, we got Bloody Essentials merch, we got horror goodies that we've been saving for you guys, whether it's stickers, horror collectibles, like I'm talking like shirts from your favorite horror companies, Fright Rags, all those good places. And then, of course, we've got some NECA figures and all those kinds of things. So if you want to receive fun horror goodies from your Bloody Essentials crew, join our Patreon. It's going to be a really good time. We also have a Discord channel and unedited episodes before they air. So that's always exciting. And we're hoping to be doing movie parties really soon. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, just thank you guys so much for listening. And we'll get back to the show now.
Anywho, then Sydney does the great little run, which I think is so funny because in
Yes.
Scream, it always cracked me up the way that she runs away from that conversation. So I love that she just like runs with her like arms flailing, and it's hilarious.
Well, nobody wants to have that awkward relationship talk. Come on.
I know. Yeah, serious stuff there. Okay. Then, you know, Buffy is like teasing Sydney a little bit about like the killer, which is not cool. And then we have, oh my God, Miss Man.
Oh God.
You know, Sydney goes in to talk to her and she's, you know, it's like, sit down, take off your bra if you would like. And then just balls.
Lots of balls.
Now you know half of these jokes and half of the things that were said and done in this movie could not be done today.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Are they
God.
making a
when
new
Miss
one?
Man,
They are.
Yeah.
But I mean,
if you notice, when Miss Man was in the locker room talking about crabs, everyone behind her was cracking up. Like the crew behind her were laughing.
oh, I missed
Oh,
it.
I
Damn.
missed it
Yeah, you gotta watch them
too.
behind it. They're like trying to hide it. They're cracking up.
That's hilarious.
You know,
Yeah.
I often like watching this, I wonder like how hard it was to like stay in character and how often they probably broke, because like some of these moments are just like laugh out loud funny, and I cannot imagine trying to like keep it together through these scenes.
Oh,
God,
you know
yeah.
they had a great time making this.
Oh, must have been a blast.
Yeah.
On the part where Miss Man comes around and her elbow touches her balls, and she's like,
Oh.
"Oh my God."
So good. So good.
So funny. I mean, again, like they just don't make them like that anymore, you know?
No.
Like that's hilarious, and they just don't make movies like that anymore.
And they should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
bring
should.
back balls and elbows. Come on,
Right?
guys. It's
Everybody put
funny.
your panties in a twist over everything and laugh. If you don't like it, don't see it.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so then we have one of my favorite sequences in the movie. We have the great like Buffy death scene, and it's so amazing. First of all, we get another little horror movie reference in there because she hears Red Rum. And then she's looking around, she sees Ghostface. And I also like when she says, lose the cape. It's way too 90s horror.
Yeah.
That is just fun.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
And then, you know, she has her whole little wanna play psycho killer bit. And she's like, look, I'm bleeding. Oh, I'm scared. And now I'm going to fall down and break my leg. And she does. And Ghostface is kind of like, ugh. Like,
Yeah. It's kind of
"Geez, lady."
grossed out. Yeah.
And yeah, she gets decapitated and she's still talking, you know,
Yes.
no, now I'm a gross, you know, severed head, and puts her in the trash can. I just love that moment so much because it really, again, my favorites are always the not so final girls. So it really plays on that. And I love it. I'm here for it.
She's great. Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to meet her. I know she does cons sometimes, and I would really, really love to meet her.
Yeah.
Okay. I also just like jotted it down. We have that great moment where Sydney is doing the "What are you waiting for?" from.
Oh my
God.
God.
Love that.
Oh.
Yeah, you
And
too,
then-
because that part is so fucking cringe in the original. And
It's
I'm glad they
hilarious
pointed
in
it
the
out.
original.
Just a
That's
side note, do you know
stupid.
that in the original,
Yes.
you know this?
Yes.
What?
A kid submitted it.
Yeah, a kid. They submitted. They had a contest,
Oh.
and a kid won the director, and he was like, "This is what I want you to do." And Jennifer Love Hewitt was like, "Okay, I guess this is going to be so fucking stupid," but she did it, and
And
that's
it
like
is.
the most iconic thing in the
It's
movie.
the stupidest fucking thing in the movie.
Yeah, well,
Hey, that kid dared to dream, though. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, it's pretty cool if you think about it. That from
Well,
their perspective.
Yeah.
Cool thing for the kid to say that he got Jennifer Huge tits to say that.
that's right.
But it is a stupid fucking scene.
But it's great because, you know, she does her whole "What are you waiting for?" And you got the guy who's like on top of the building, and yeah, does that.
And then when he jumped on the way down, he's like, "Fuck you."
Oh, and then we have the great moment between Ray and Brenda, the football uniform moment. Oh,
Oh my god, it's the best fucking scene with Ray ever. It's so fucking good.
She was cool with the jersey. She was all right with the
Yes.
pants. When he gave her the
shoulder
pads, she looked at him like, "What the fuck?"
And when she put the helmet on, she's like, really? Yeah.
no. And then he's like, "Take it, Brandon," and I mean Brenda.
And then he was like, "You do me."
Oh god, that was funny.
Oh, it was so fucking good.
Those two are hilarious, by the way. Like their actually everybody's chemistry together is really, really good. And like you said, I feel like they probably had so much fun making this together. I hope so.
Definitely.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Yeah, definitely.
Then we get the great sequence where Gail and her awesome cameraman are at Lover's Lane, to capture Ghostface in action. This whole bit is really fun because they're talking to Heather and, they're like, "Oh, like, where's your boyfriend? You're probably going to be next, right?" And sure enough, Ghostface comes and Gail is taping the whole thing, or, they're recording the whole thing. And, they run off into the woods and everything. And I really love that Gail has this like really snotty Blair Witch moment with the camera.
Oh my god, it's so good.
When
So
she's
good.
getting stabbed from Ghostface, she's got like the microphone in her mouth, like, "What are you feeling?" She's like, "Pain."
Right?
I feel like that is such a perfect rendition of reporters after they interview people that have been through a really shitty experience. Like, "Oh, your house is gone. How does that make you feel?" "Not good." Like,
horrible.
It's
Kind of sucks.
Homeless.
kind of
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
Don't
we're
know
gonna
how I'm
go.
gonna pick up the pieces of my
Yeah,
life, but
thanks for
glad
explaining
you got
this
your
right
5
now.
minutes.
Yeah. So fun. No shade.
And then when Gail runs away, she's still yelling at Kenny. She's like, "Move your fat ass."
He's the
Oh,
best.
He's so good.
Okay. And then, you like this scene is just like, okay, so it's like every scene, I can't say that they necessarily top the scene before it, but it's like every scene is good because
Yes.
now we get the great like scene where Brenda and Ray go to the movies and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because she's being so hilarious in the audience the whole time, so funny. Can we just talk about how funny and great she is?
She's extra as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, she
And I
is.
voted for it.
Yeah.
She's got the hot sauce with her fucking bucket of chicken. She's about it.
And that's why I said
a real
remind me.
thing.
Yeah.
It is a real thing because
Yeah.
I dated a girl who actually did that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
she had wings and hot sauce. I mean, we were in a ghetto ass theater, so it really didn't matter. But yeah,
I know
Hot
people that
sauce.
bring their own hot sauce. Yeah.
Yep.
I have hot sauce in my purse, like at all times, but that's a little different. So Ray goes into the bathroom. I love how they're at the urinals, by the way, and they're like carnival like games. That's hilarious. That's not how it really is in men's bathrooms, right?
How
guys?
would you know?
Oh, before they get to the urinals on the wall, I stopped and I looked what the condom dispenser said.
condoms.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
One of them said, "You're a daddy." The other one said, "Can't feel shit." The next one said, "Ultra sensitive," and then the last one said, "For her pleasure."
Oh my
Yep.
god.
That's
I like
amazing.
the "can't feel shit" one. Is so funny. Can't feel
Yeah,
shit.
that's hilarious.
For her
The little
pleasure.
details. The little
That's
details in this are
ridiculous.
hilarious.
For her pleasure. I bought that shit. I'm gonna turn it on and wear it inside out. It's for my pleasure. So I'm like, bitch, did you give me the $1 to get this out the bathroom? No, then it's for my pleasure. Turn that shit inside out.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Ray hears a little sound when he's in the bathroom stall, and there is a conveniently placed glory hole. If you don't know what it is, kids, I'm not going
Don't
to be
Google it.
you on it.
Ask your
Obviously-
parents.
Ask your parents, yeah. Tell them the Bloody Essentials sent you.
Please don't.
No, don't. Anyway, he puts his ear up to it. A little something something happens. He likes a little something something. It happens again. It goes right through his other ear.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they couldn't
your
get it.
grandma walked in on this, huh?
That is the exact moment
Oh.
that my Nana walked in on. I can't imagine like a better moment for my Nana to walk in on. That is what got me
Oh
in
my
trouble
God.
for
That's
sure.
amazing.
Well, Ray never heard it coming.
Yeah.
He felt it coming though.
Oh boy. Oh, then we go back to
Ray's just a
Brenda.
dickhead.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Ah,
We go back to Brenda, and she's just being fabulous, like being super, super extra. Ghostface sits next to her, cuddles up to her, and he doesn't even get a chance to stick her because everybody in the audience is like, nah, I want to turn at this. And the whole audience takes turns stabbing her, and
Yes.
it's beautiful.
The guy actually takes the knife from Ghostface and fucking stabs her.
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then like a pope hits her with a stick and shit. It's
Yes.
fucking-
Yes.
so good.
Yes. Everybody's just beating on her. It's amazing.
And she was just trying to watch Shakespeare's in Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a piece of shit movie.
Oh, we get to the party at Sid's, which is bumping, and we do get like our garage door kill. We can't have a Scream movie, without that. It's the other friend though, and the whole garage door breaks down and everything.
Which is more realistic, yeah.
But Ghostface was scared and he fucking left. He like couldn't get out of that room fast enough.
I know.
And I love how Sid at first in the party was like, there's too many people here. There's too many people here. And then like 30 seconds later, she was completely fucked up. She's like, wow, partying.
Love it. And Sid
I'm
is
like,
out
been
ready.
there, girl, been there.
Oh my gosh. It's same. So same. As you can imagine, I'm sure. That's me. Speaking of parties, Sid is ready to go with Bobby. She's ready. He's like, are you sure?
all the
She's
way.
like, ready to go all the way. They go to the room. I love the moment too where it's like, oh, this is like a movie. No, it's real life. And then like there's the whole crew like over here.
It's like, no, there's the grip. There's the sound guy.
Yeah. It's a movie. And of course, like it's obviously this is the first time for Sid. He gives her the Tootsie Pop instruction and she chomps down. Bats fly out, and then so does the giant bush.
Oh God, yes.
When she chomps down, she was like, I could always never wait to get to the Tootsie Roll center. I was like, oh my God.
That's so good. Also, it wasn't the 90s or early 2000s without a Bush joke, so you're welcome.
And man, they go big with this Bush joke. They really, really do. How many times do you get to say that on a podcast, right? And he gets his tool and he like chops it all down. And anyway, there's that whole bit. Afterwards, she's like, you might, or before we get to there, we go to Shorty and his friends too, and they make a bong out of an aquarium. I just have to say how much I love that.
I love it.
Gotta be innovative, you gotta use what you have available to you, okay? And they do. And Ghostface gets like super, super baked with them, which is great.
It's so fun. I will say this: potheads are always creative
Innovative.
and crafty.
Yes.
Yes, that's the word.
You can make a bong out of anything, guys. Anything. So this is
An
proof
apple?
right there. Yeah,
You can,
apple,
and people have proven it time and time again.
Yeah. So
Not that I would
good
know.
work there.
Me neither.
Oh,
No
yeah, I
fucking
would.
clue.
I
Wouldn't
wouldn't know
know.
anything about that. I've never made
The
a bong
weed.
before.
Mary Jane. Yes, not familiar.
Yes, I don't know.
I don't know that bitch.
Yeah.
So,
Never seen her.
So after they have their sexy times, she's talking to Bobby and she's kind of like thinks he, oh, are you the killer kind of thing. And then comes Ghostface, stabs Bobby. She runs. Bobby comes out. And then we get like the little line from Scream about the line from Psycho. We all go a little bit crazy.
Yep.
And Shorty
Hold
comes
on.
out.
Hold on.
I
What?
want to go back to the sex scene.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's
Yes.
sake.
Yes.
He when he explodes, he
Yeah.
paints her to the fucking ceiling.
Yes.
And
And
then
it happens
so
in the second
much,
one too.
so much his body like gets
Shrinks.
smaller because
Yep.
it's like getting rid of everything in it.
I
She
did make a
Spider-Man's
note
her
about
ass to the
jizz.
ceiling.
Yes. Again, you could not get away with that. I feel like today.
No.
The second movie has a similar scene, and like they're
Oh,
like in the
God.
walk-in freezer or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you can't do that anymore in movies.
second
and
one
it's a
goes-
crying shame.
Yeah, the second one goes way further, I think. But
Oh
yeah.
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 So Bobby is revealed as a ghost face because he shoots Shorty, and I have to say I love when Shorty falls, like smoke comes out of him and he's like, you want to hit this?
Shot me in the lung.
Right, and he smokes himself.
He's so good. I love him so much.
Yeah. He used himself as a bong at the end.
That's right.
I told you you can turn anything into a bong.
Bodies,
Yeah. So we get the reveal that Ray and Bobby are our killers, and they possibly have a little thing that's been going on between them as well. And I have to say, I just love when Ray goes all Matthew Lillard. You know what I mean?
It's great.
That's so
I feel
funny.
a woozy here.
Oh, and I think when Bobby he has the fake blood and he's like ketchup, just like mom used to make,
Put on her
or just like
spaghetti.
mom makes her spaghetti.
Yeah.
Okay. They have the whole stabby scene, where Ray's stabbing Bobby, and they make the joke about, that I think it's like movies don't make psychos or whatever. And he says, no, when they cancel TV shows.
That is
That was a
fucking
fun
real.
little joke.
That is a
Yeah.
fucking real thing.
The Wayans Brothers was a good show.
Yes!
They didn't even get a final episode.
I love how they threw that in there. It's so
Yes.
funny. Ray gets stabbed by Ghostface. So there's another Ghostface. It's not just these guys. What's going on? And then we get this awesome sequence where Sydney fights Ghostface, but it's like very Matrix, and she even does a little jig up there, which it just cracks me up. It's so dumb, but it cracks me up. It's so funny.
Ethan doesn't get it because he hasn't seen The Matrix.
I have not.
You need
What?
to fix that.
Listen, I tried to watch it. I haven't tried in years, but
You
every
need to try it
time-
again.
Every time I would try to watch The Matrix, within 20 minutes, I would be asleep.
I'm gonna need you to try the fuck again. Drink some coffee. Be a man.
Yeah, we're gonna
Well, yeah,
need you to
the
get
problem
through
was
it.
I was drinking tequila. So
Oh.
that was the problem.
Not a
But
good
You need
combo.
your neighbor, whoever it was, to give you one of those drinks that has marijuana in it. Mary Jane, that thing that you've never tried before,
right,
and watch it with that.
Yeah, because that shit won't put him to sleep.
You'll have a great time.
Ghostface gets away. The cops arrive. He's gone. Sid is trying to figure it out with the sheriff back at the station. Doofy has this little moment, right, where he comes in, says hi, and you're like, oh my god. And Sydney figures it out. It's Doofy. It was Doofy all along. And we get this awesome moment where he removes his whole getup and he's just a hot dude. And he hops in the car with Gail. And they drive away. And he drops off his backpack and his ghost face mask. And Sydney gets hit by a car.
right.
As you should.
Of course, he leaves with Gail because Gail swallows.
That's right.
She sure does. Also, I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but apparently this is a true story Dave Sheridan told me. He had, who the fuck plays Doofy in real life in the Scream movies?
Oh, David Arquette, is that his name?
That's his name.
Yeah.
That's little fucker's name. I'm just kidding.
The non-Doofy.
The non-Doofy. So apparently David Arquette went up to Dave Sheridan after they killed him off from Scream, right? And he said that they wanted to make him the killer, but because Scary Movie did it first, they couldn't.
Oh,
So,
that's kind of
right.
awesome.
True story. You're welcome. That's fun.
Wow. That's very fun.
Yeah.
We can't copy the spoof movie of Us.
Yeah.
Right.
That would have been hilarious though.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because everybody would be like, scary movie
Yep.
did it.
It
Scary
would have been
movie did it first."
hilarious. It would have been hilarious if like he pulls off his disguise and he's dressed as Officer Doofy.
Oh my God,
And
that'd be
he
great.
does the accent. He's like, it was me the whole time. I guess you wouldn't have known, but I'm smart.
Oh,
So yeah,
that's great.
that's Scary Movie. If there's any like amazing moments I didn't mention, feel free to add them now. There's a lot of really funny things that happen. I mean, even Carmen Electra farting, in the beginning when they're on the phone and he's like, "What was that?" And she's like, "Oh, sorry." And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Oh, I'm making popcorn." So like, there's just so much fun in this movie.
And then he says he wants to see her insides. And she says what page to turn to when he's on the Playboy.
Turn to page 37.
I totally forgot about that. Oh my God. So good.
God.
All right. Let's get into fun facts, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me put my glasses on.
Oh, fuck.
Here we fucking go.
Here
All
we
right.
fucking go. Gotta wait for the old man.
All right. Originally, they auditioned Alyssa Silverstone to be the lead role, but she turned it down.
What a bitch.
Now, I could not see that.
Oh my God, no.
No. Okay. At first, the studio didn't want Carmen Electra for the opening role, but Keenan Ivory Wayans kept pushing and said, listen, just go ahead and tape it and let's see how it goes. And obviously, they did, and they kept it.
She did so good.
She did
was
so
funny.
great.
She did.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
Anybody that can make fun of themselves, like, hats off to you.
Yes.
I know.
Now, she did audition for 2 other roles. And didn't get them. And then Keenan Ivory Wayans was like, "No, the opening
She's
role,
perfect,
role. We need her for that." So,
Very cool.
Do you know the other roles that she auditioned for?
I believe it was the lead, and
Sydney and Buffy.
and it had to be Buffy.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
She'd be a
because
good Buffy.
because
She
she's
would
not
be,
black.
yeah.
So
It worked though because she was a very well-known actress and she was playing an actress that was also very well known, so it worked. I liked
yes.
it.
The original title, we've already talked about this, was "Scream If You Know What I Did Last Halloween." That's what they originally called it before they called it Scary Movie.
So
Now,
fun.
Scream Queen Jamie Lee Curtis almost had a cameo in this movie.
Oh,
And
Wow.
it was going to be where she was in the closet, like in Halloween, but it was going to be Ghostface. But they opted not for that and just for Cindy looking out the window as an homage to Halloween.
that's bullshit.
It would have been cool to have a cameo from Jamie.
It would have,
That
and
would've been cool.
they probably couldn't have afforded her
I was
anyway.
gonna
Probably
say,
not.
yeah.
So that's probably why it was just a thought.
Yeah.
So it had a $19 million budget.
What?
But yep. But it grossed $157 million and broke all kinds of box office records for
That's
the
amazing.
time.
Yeah.
The producers of the film wanted Aaliyah to play the role of Brenda.
Ooh.
I love
that's
Aaliyah.
interesting.
But
No
I love
way.
I love the actress who does it. I love
I
Aaliyah,
couldn't
but I
see
can't
anybody
see
else.
I can't
Right.
see Aaliyah as playing Brenda. I think they
No.
picked the perfect person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wayne's brothers said that they wanted all of the actors to improvise. So most of what's in here, he was just like, do it. If it's funny, we're keeping it. And if it's not,
That's
gonna cut it.
amazing. That's
So-
amazing.
Oh,
Yes.
hats off to everybody then. Everybody's just funny. Like
right?
Yeah.
There were 6 writers total, including both of the Wayne's brothers for all of this. Now, these two last ones I really like. The jizz scene. She was really worried about how it was going to be perceived by everybody. Anna was, and she's like,
Sure.
I don't think we should do this, So, excuse me, Keenan said, okay, let's do this. We're going to keep it in. And when we do the screening with the audiences, if the audiences like it, we'll keep it in. But if they don't like it or they cringe and say, "Oh my God, that's too gross," or that's too far, then I give you my word, we'll take it out of the movie.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, that was.
They obviously went ahead and filmed it. They did, the audience reaction was great, so they kept it in.
Of course,
I
it's
think
great.
it
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I normally don't like over the top, like gross humor, and I like
Yeah.
that. I think it
Yeah.
works.
It was
I kind
hilarious.
of like gross humor, so I was all about it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Dave Sheridan, Officer Doofy, when he went into audition, he never broke character.
Of course he didn't.
He came right in and he was doing his Doofy voice. As a matter of fact, he screwed up while he was doing it and walked over to the producers and said, high fived him, turned around and walked out of the room and left. And that was it. 10 minutes later, he gets a phone call saying, you need to get back here. And he's like, why? Did they not like it? They're like, no, they really thought we sent somebody who had learning disabilities in here. You need to come in here and show them that you're not, well, they said retarded, but that you don't have a learning disability, that you don't have issues.
That's amazing.
Wow.
So yeah, he had to go back and be like, yeah, no, hi, I'm Dave Sheridan. And that was all part of what I was doing. And obviously they were like, you've got the part. So,
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, those are the fun facts that I have, kids.
That's awesome. A lot of those I didn't know. That's fun. All right, let's get into. Yeah.
No one ever could have played the part other than Dave Sheridan.
No,
Oh.
and he still plays that part so
yes,
well.
he does.
I know.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. All right, let's get into rating this movie. Jeremy, you want to start?
9.
9? Why?
Watch the movie. There's not a dull part in this movie. It's joke after joke. To me, every joke lands. There's not a joke to me that misses.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's my type of humor. I like it.
Okay.
It's over the top sometimes, and then other times it brings it back. Like it's a good balance. It's just put together well, and it's a funny ass movie.
Okay.
9.
Jamie?
Hey, this side is awesome. 9 over here too. I freaking love this movie. I fucking love this movie. It's hilarious. It's my sense of humor. I think that it's a real treat for horror fans because you get great references, you get great riffs on tropes. Again, her picking up the banana, choosing the danger side. These are all things that it just hits a horror lover's funny bone and heart in a special way. And the actors are amazing. I also think it's really, really rewatchable. I haven't seen it in a while and it held up. That movie holds up. It is still just as funny to me.
Still fucking funny, yeah.
Absolutely.
I still laugh out loud when I watch that. And that right there to me is a sign of a good comedy movie. And it's, it's fun. It's it's a 9. It's definitely a 9.
Okay. Ethan?
Well, I'm gonna have to say this is a horror comedy. It's not very great homage to all the horrors, but if I want to be scared, I'm certainly not going to watch this movie.
You never get scared. Shut the fuck up.
Well, if anybody wants to get scared, they're certainly not going to watch this movie. You want to laugh your balls off? Absolutely watch this movie. This is great. As far as a horror movie, I wouldn't rank it as that, but we're not ranking it horror comedy. Definitely a 9. I think it's a great movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting that.
Okay. All right. My score is a little bit different. I love this movie. I've always loved this movie. Like I said, I saw it before Scream, and I saw it before I Know What You Did Last Summer. Obviously, Scream is one of my favorite movies of all time. The other one not. This
You're entitled to be wrong. So.
I'm never wrong. I'm always to the left.
Oh, this bitch got jokes. You funny lady.
I know.
That's where she keeps all her shit, in the box to the fucking left.
In the box to the left. The rewatchability, like Jamie said, it's up there. Like, it is so good. Every single time I fucking watch it, I am in tears. And it's like, I know the fucking jokes are coming. I can quote them back to you, but they still they're so fucking good every single time. So that makes this movie a 10.
I'm not mad at it at all.
I'm not mad at that.
I
No.
love it.
Scream's a 10. It made I Know What You Did Last Summer watchable. That's right. And I love this movie. So 10.
And listen, almost anything that the Wayans brothers does is freaking hilarious.
They're
Usually.
so funny.
We don't discuss Scary Movie 3, 4, 5.
That's why I said, well, they didn't do all of those.
Oh, they didn't. I thought
No.
they did. Okay.
No, they didn't do all of those.
That explains it.
Yeah,
That explains a lot.
yeah, they didn't
Mhm.
do all of those. I think just 1 and 2.
I think you're right. Maybe.
Yeah,
I think you might be right. Yeah.
But
If
speaking
we're
of the
wrong,
Wayans-
correct us.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Speaking of the Wayans brothers,
Get mad at us in the comments.
have
But
you ever seen the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
Yeah.
that's a movie.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
so freaking awesome!
I had it on
Sounds like
DVD.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
love
like
that
such
movie.
a fake movie name.
Oh, it's
oh
funny.
my god, it's so funny. It's Wayne's Brothers movie. It's great. You need to watch it.
They are coming out.
I just
with a
watched
new
it this last week, Jamie. I was sitting on the
Uh-huh.
couch. I was laughing out loud. Stacy
Oh.
comes in. She was like, "What? Why?" And I was like, "Because it's funny."
No, that movie's hilarious.
Oh
Oh,
my
I'm gonna have to
God.
rewatch. It's been a minute,
the fish in the pimp shoes.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Have you guys seen Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice in the hood?
Oh yes, don't be a
No.
menace to South Central. We're drinking your juice in the hood.
Okay.
That's great.
Do you remember the sex scene in the mail truck where she turns into a demon?
It's been a long time. They were referencing Dead Poets Society, or not Dead Poets Society, Poetic Justice, right? with Janet Jackson.
Where's that scene?
I was gonna say
That
I need
would
to rewatch
change the
Dead
whole
Poets
movie.
Society like
Damn.
bad.
Well, there's
I
a
di-
sex scene in the postal truck where she goes crazy. It reminded me of the sex scene in there before he like explodes, because she's
Right.
going crazy too, like turning into like a demon sounds and shit. It reminded me of that too.
I haven't seen that one.
You gotta watch it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
I will.
freaking hilarious.
Good Lord. Okay. Well, it's been a very long episode. This episode might be longer than the movie. But it's, in case you can't tell, it's a good movie. It's a good time. And we had a good time talking about it as well as researching it. So
Yes.
thank you guys for hanging in there along with us. Patreons, you're fucking welcome.
Yeah.
And just remember, if you ever find yourself in a horror movie, don't have sex.
Don't do drugs.
And certainly, don't die. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.